It honestly should be illegal that I'm even making a December TBR when I quite simply read a singular book off of my November TBR. But alas, we're here to make it anyways. I'm really hoping that I read more in December. November was a really bad reading month for me, which obviously I will be talking about in my wrap up on Friday. But we're having high hopes that we'll wrap out the year better, okay? Okay, so first up, I have Tenure by Violet Pierce. So I'm actually putting this on here. I only have like an hour left in it, but I'm putting it on here because I want to feel accomplished and check something off, okay? This is a student-teacher novella. It's about 200 pages. It is between a math professor and his student, and I mean, it's pretty short, quick, to the point, you know, I mean, it's a little novella, but I am really enjoying this. I heard about it from Madison Reads. I think I saw it on her Instagram, but she also has a YouTube channel here, and I'm enjoying it because you guys know I eat up anything student teacher. So this is the first book that I put on my TBR because I'm hopefully going to be able to check it off tonight that I'm filming this. Next up, we have still a super, super high priority read for me, which is The Striker by Anna Huang. I actually took this with me when I was out of town for Thanksgiving, and I didn't end up reading it all while I was gone, but like that's how badly I want to get around to this book. It's Anna Huang's newest release, sports romance, soccer romance, and I think rivals little sister. I just, everything this woman writes, I will read, and it just sounds so good. Honestly, I've been really avoiding hearing anyone talk about it because I just don't want to be influenced literally at all before I go in and read it myself, but I'm just super excited about this. We've seen Asher, who's the hero, we've seen him in some other, like, cameos, and, like, Twisted Hate, I think, was when we first saw him. I don't know. I'm really excited to get around to this, and I'm in my sports romance mood, so I'm excited to read this whenever I get a chance to. Next up, another high priority read for me is Hexed by Emily McIntyre. This is the newest book in the Never After series. I don't know if it's the last one. I think it potentially is, but I'm not 100% sure. But this is a Dark Little Mermaid retelling between Ursula and Eric, but it's like a mob boss. So it's like modern day, but instead it's like a mob boss. And I'm pretty sure our heroine in this one, is she married to someone else? Is she married to like his uncle or something? And like she can't, it's his fiance, so it's the hero, it's his fiance's cousin. Interesting. I don't really know. Once again, I've been trying to like avoid, I slotted a bookmark in here because again, I wanted to take it and then I didn't. Let me put this bookmark aside so I don't lose it. But anyways, once again, very, very excited to get around to this one. I love Little Mermaid retellings. I've loved the Never After series, and I'm really excited, once again, whenever I find time to be able to read that one. Next up, because like I said, we are in our sports romance mood again, The Pucking Coach's Daughter by S. Mastery. I've been wanting to read something from S. Mastery for a very long time. I've had a lot of her books on my TBRs and I've just never gotten around to them. I love dark romance and I love hockey romance, and she combines the two. So like, why haven't I read it? I don't know, quite frankly. But this one I think is an MFM one. I don't think it's MMF. I think it's MFM. And obviously they're dating the coach's daughter. I think they're both like college hockey players, and I'm assuming she's off limits. Honestly, I can't really remember. I've had it on my TBRs before, and I'm still really excited to get around to it. Next up, which am I actually going to read a special edition of mine? So I don't really read my special editions. I don't read a ton physically. However, it's not in Kindle Unlimited, and I don't like buying an ebook when I own a physical copy. So Chained Hands by T.L. Smith. This is the Mystic Box edition, and I am so obsessed with these covers. I had never heard of this book before, but I'm a Mystic Box subscriber, so when I got it, I was like, oh my god, that's stunning. The inside cover too, like these are beautiful editions, and I'm like, oh, I need to read that. And I read the blurb and it sounded really good. I'm pretty sure, does her husband, I think, maybe try to like sell her, and she's like, hey, what the fuck? And then our hero comes in and like swoops in and saves her. Well, kind of like saves her, but does he maybe then buy her? I don't know. It's like a dark romance. I'm really excited for it. I thought it sounded really good. I've never read anything by T.L. Smith before. I want to keep these editions. Not that like I would get rid of them, but like it's more so I am accumulating so many special editions because with being a Mystic Box subscriber, I don't have the ones where you can like skip. I do like the year in advance because I couldn't figure out how to like change it. My subscription recently renewed and I tried to change it to be like the bi-monthly. I don't know, whatever. I get all of their subscription boxes, but there are so many books that I like don't know, haven't read before, and these are some of them. So I'm kind of like, if I don't think I'm gonna ever read them, I kind of want to like start selling them. I really want to keep these because I think they're so stunning. So I'm really hoping that I like this book. Next up, same deal, which actually I had heard of this one before and it was already on my radar, and that is Sinners Anonymous by Psalm Sketcher. Again, new Mystic box. Stunning. And this is a dark age gap mafia romance, I think. So I'm pretty sure our heroine, she is married to a really, really old, like I think like 60s or 70s year old mafia boss. I think she did a deal to like save her dad. And then she calls this hotline, I think, where you can just like spill your secrets. And I think our hero is on the other side of that and he hears it. And I'm pretty sure he's related to her husband somehow. I don't know. I doubt it would be brother because that would be like too big of an age gap. Maybe, is it son? I don't, but then that would be stepson. I don't think son. Somehow I think he's like tied into her husband and it ends up being like a dark romance between the two of them. I don't know. Once again, I'm more so impressed by the, like, that's so stunning. Stop it. Like, you can't convince me that that isn't beautiful. So again, I would like to read these because then I would like to know if I want to keep them. Next up, I do have a couple of Christmas novellas on this list. This is one of the first ones that I saw, Gifted to His Dad by Jay Wilder. So I think this is exactly what it sounds like. I'm pretty sure our heroine is like dating a son, and then they go away for the holiday and she wants the dad to, and like the dad gifts her, and like the son gifts her to his dad to like have a good time, right? I think, here's the thing, I like holiday novella. I like novellas. I do not want a full-length holiday book. Like, I have no interest in that, but I do love holiday novellas. I think they're fun, they're quick, they're in the spirit of things. So I think this one sounds really fun and slightly unhinged, which is kind of how I want my Christmas novellas, quite frankly. Do we remember a couple of years back where I read like what, 6 or 7 unhinged Christmas novellas that were like so insane and like out of pocket? I had so much fun doing that video. Next up I have The Wildflower by J.L. Beck. I think this one was one that Lizelle had told me about, right? I think so, and I think it's a college secret society romance. I'm pretty sure our heroine like needs money and our hero has money and like he offers to give her money in exchange for like her submission. I think it's a dark romance. I don't know. It sounds good. And like I said, I'm pretty sure this was one that Lizelle had like read and really liked. So I'm putting it on here just so that way like it doesn't sink to the bottom of my Goodreads TBR into the abyss that is, that it just gets lost to the wastelands, you know? I should be fined for the amount of months that I've put this book on my TBR and I haven't read it yet. Torment by Dylan Page. I know! And I just did my TBR, like you guys make my TBR art, which I do have that, where, whatever, it's back there. We'll start that in the new year. And Torment got in there a bunch of times, which I knew it would. I know you guys want me to read the Torment duet so badly. And quite frankly, I just feel in the mood to have my heart like kind of trampled on a little bit. I've just been in my feels a lot lately. Take What You Want was like a brutal writing process. Why do I feel like I'm gonna cry now? Take What You Want was a very emotionally draining book to write, and I just still feel like I'm recovering. Like, I haven't even started edits on it yet. I'm like should be getting those back soon, but I'm just like so emotionally drained from that book, and I feel like I'm still like, it's been like the last month and I just feel like I'm still not like caught back up again from it, and I just have been like I've just been very emotional, and I just feel like this will kind of like fit that mood that I'm in right now before hopefully I regulate again. Jesus. Okay, next up, Five Brothers by Penelope Douglas. I started this book back in like July. I need to finish it. I could blame it on a multitude of factors. It's not on Kindle Unlimited, so I have to read physically. I don't like reading physically. I haven't been reading a lot. There's been a lot of reasons why I haven't finished this book, but like I'm not letting myself go into the new year not having finished this book since I started it this year. So like it's gonna get done. This book is gonna get done. You know what? I'm setting it aside so that way I put it out on my coffee table because I will not allow myself to not finish it this year. Next up, another Christmas novella. And also, if you have any other Christmas novella recommendations, please leave them below. I have read quite a few, but I would love to get any recs from you guys. But A Very Krampus Holiday by Katie Roberts. So I've read some other Katie Roberts. It's been a long time actually since I've read books from her. But I saw this one and someone said it was like 15 pages and absolutely insane. And that is what I want in a Christmas novella. So who knows what's in store for this, but I'm excited for it. And I don't really think there's much else to say. It's 15 pages of Krampus smut. Next up, Fearless Like Us by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is the 9th book in the Like Us series. I have been making my way through this series last year and this year. It's 13 books, so I'm closing in on the end here. But yeah, I'm kind of craving like the comfort that their books give me. Like they just feel very real, and like these characters feel like real people. They're very character driven books, and the family dynamic in them I just love, and I'm just kind of like craving that right now. So I think this is really gonna fit. You can't just jump into this one. This is the second book following this throuple, and like the 9th book in the series overall, on top of the Addicted/Calloway Sisters series. So I'm not really gonna get into what it's about, but it's all bodyguard romances, and there's 2 bodyguards in this, and our heroine Sully, who is Reich and Daisy's oldest daughter. I had this one on my last month's TBR, but I'm keeping it on here again because I really, really want to get to this book, and that is My Darling Arrow by Saffron Kent. I've talked about the St. Mary's Rebels series before of wanting to read them. Like every single book, when I look at the synopsis, when I look at the tropes, I'm like, yes, that sounds great. And I haven't read a single one of them yet. And My Darling Arrow is the first one. It's a sister's boyfriend and college, I think, soccer romance. I love Saffron Kent's books. It's been so long since I've read one from her, and I'm just kind of craving that. And like I said, this entire series, I just really, really want to get into. So I'm putting that one on there. I have it downloaded on my Kindle, so who knows, maybe I'll start that when I finish tenure. Who knows what I'll actually start when I finish tenure. As always, we choose a physical book from my physical TBR jar that I have completely sucked at doing this year. But yeah, I pick one of these out to add every month, and let's see. It's you. Let's see what it is. Saint Sierra Simone, where are you? I think you were right back here. I just rearranged my shelves, actually. Where are you? Oh, no, you are right there. I was just blind. Saint, which is actually perfect. I think I just put this on my, what was that? My, 10 before the end, because this is the last book in the series that I have to read. And I actually thought about putting this one on this TBR before I drew it. So actually that worked out perfectly. Thank you, TBR gods, for shining down on me. Okay, that's great. It's an MM monk romance. Really excited to get to that. So anyways, that is it for our last TBR of the year. We have really, really sucked at TBRs the last couple of months, but alas, we keep making them because I hope one day to get back into them a little bit more. So anyways, that is it for today's video. On Friday, I'm going to have my wrap-up / chat, chill, and get ready with me. I'm going to do the wrap-up at the beginning of the video and then do chat, chill, and get ready with me, because with Thanksgiving, that kind of set off December being a weird time, this first week of December. I don't want to push out my wrap-up any farther into the month, or chat, chill, and get ready with me further into the month. So I'm just going to make those into one video because my wrap-up's going to be pretty short, honestly. But anyways, that'll be up on Friday, and then we will see what we can do for the rest of the month. If you can't tell, I'm just so severely burnt out right now, and I'm just trying to make it through the day. So anyways, that is it for today's video. Yeah, Take What You Want is releasing in 2 weeks. Crazy. And yeah, I will see you when I see ya.